All right, even though the focus of our lesson today is going to be adding and subtracting fractions, we're actually going to spend more time going back to the comparing fractions part, just because it was a little tricky for people. So we're going to look at starting with comparing numbers with when we have denominators that are the same. So we're going to make a little drawing here. We're going to pull our pieces. So we have the same whole numbers. And for this one, we have in thirds, right? So we're going to draw as close to equal parts here as we can. All right. Now for my first one, I'm going to shade in 2 pieces. For my second one, I'm going to shade in 1 piece. And so we also have to look at what the question is asking. This one says which one is greater, so which one has more shaded in. In this case, it is 2/3. Now when we look at our next one, it says which one is less, which means we need to have which one is smaller. And I think when we were doing some of these yesterday, some people were rushing, and we ended up, everyone did which ones were greater. We ended up with lots of not so great answers, which is why we're reviewing this. So we're going to draw in sixths. So we'll make these into sixths. And we'll again line them up the best we can. If we have bottom numbers that are the same, these are the easier fractions to compare because the bottom number, the denominator, tells how many pieces the whole thing is being broken up into. So since it's sixths for both of them, they have equal pieces. So my first one I'm shading in 1/6. My second one I'm shading in 5/6. And so again, we can tell which one's bigger and which one's smaller, but we just have to be careful to watch for what the question's asking. This one, the question's asking which one is less. So which has less shaded in, that would be the 1/6. I don't think we had too many problems with these other than which question was which. It's this next one that gave everybody some trouble. We have to figure out which one is greater, and now we don't have the same bottom number, we have the same top number. So we still have a whole piece of something. So that's still the same. But now, when we do this, our first one, we have 4 pieces. So we're going to divide. No matter what, we're going to be taking 2 pieces. So this is where this one gets tricky. And this one we're taking 7 pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So you'll notice the whole thing is the same. If we're thinking of this as candy bars, the whole candy bar is the same size. This person cut their candy bar into 4 equal pieces, and the other person cut their candy bar into 7 equal pieces. So I'm going to eat two pieces out of this one, and I'm going to eat 2 pieces out of this one. So in both candy bars, I'm eating 2 pieces. But because the bottom number, there's a bigger bottom number here, that means I have more pieces, and the pieces are going to be smaller. So the fraction that is greater is the one that has the smaller number of pieces. This one has 4 pieces. That means it's a bigger fraction because the pieces are bigger. So the smaller number, the bigger the fraction. The smaller number, the bigger the pieces. And we'll do one more of these. and then we'll actually just very quickly do our math work for today. If I can get down there. There we go. All right. Now, for this one, we're going to eat 3 pieces of each candy bar. This one again, the top one, oh, we're going with red this time. I guess I forgot to change the color. So that one we have 4 pieces. And this one we have 8 pieces. No matter what, we're still eating 3 chunks of the candy bar. So on the top one, I'm going to eat 3 chunks. And in the bottom one, I'm going to eat 3 chunks. And now we look, the question says which one is less. So the smaller fraction is going to be the one with the bigger bottom number, because there's more pieces. The smaller the pieces are going to be. So 3/8 is less. Okay, so for today, we are going to work on some problems very quickly. We're going to just work on adding and subtracting fractions. And when we do that, our fractions are going to have the same denominators. So we're going to add 1/4 plus 2/4. We'll add 4/7 plus 2/7. And we're also going to subtract. So we're going to work on subtracting 5/6 minus 2/6 and 8/9 minus 3/9. Now, in 4th grade, you will get it to be where it's more complicated. In 3rd grade, not yet. So when we are subtracting these or adding them, as long as they have the same bottom number, we can do the work. So for this one, the bottom numbers are going to stay the same. All we have to do is add the top numbers. So 1 plus 2 is 3, and my fourths stay the same. Okay? If I have 4/7 plus 2/7, my 4 plus my 2 is 6, and my 7ths stay the same. Now, subtracting, exact same way. My bottom numbers are still going to stay the same. So I take my 5 minus my 2, and I get 3, and there's 3/6. And on this one, I take my 8 minus my 3, I get 5, and there's my 9ths are staying the same. So when you are adding and subtracting fractions, as long as they have the same bottom number, you can do the work. The bottom numbers stay the same. I don't add, if I'm looking at my top one, I don't say, well, 1 plus 2 is 3 and 4 plus 4 is 8, so my answer is 3/8. It does not work. When you're adding fractions, you only add the numerators and you leave the denominators. Same with subtracting. You subtract the numerators, you leave the denominators.